Welcome back. In this lesson, we're going to be creating the buttons. Let's start by inserting a new part. Insert, Component, New Part. Next, I'm going to click on this face. The status bar indicates that I'm currently in 2D sketch editing mode. Let's take a normal 2 view. Now I'm going to hold down the Alt key and then press the right arrow so I can rotate my model. I zoom in a bit, and let's create a rectangle. We'll make this point coincident with this edge. Right-click and select to close. Let's apply dimensions now. 60 millimeters here, OK. By 35 millimeters here. Lastly, let's insert a construction line between the origin point and this point. Right-click and select. Let's select this line and add a vertical relation. OK, and let's exit the sketch. Go to the Features tab, Extruded Boss. Select Sketch 1 from the tree. Be sure the extrusion goes in the right direction. Let's make it a 1 millimeter blind extrusion and click OK. Now let's create one more sketch. Right-click, New Sketch. Under Display Style, let's use Hidden Lines Visible. Select the ellipse. Activate the Offset Entities tool. The offset distance will be 0.3 millimeters. Let's click OK. And let's use the Circle tool. We'll drop circles around the buttons. And now I'm doing the top row of buttons. Last one. Right-click and select to exit the tool. Let's Shift-select all the circles and add an equal relation. Equal. Let's apply dimensions now. Oops, right-click and select. OK, Smart Dimension. We'll make each circle 4.2 millimeters in diameter. Now let's exit the sketch. Features tab, Extruded Cut. End condition, let's use Through All. Be sure the cut points in the right direction. Let's click OK. Now let's return to Shaded with Edges view. I'm going to insert one more sketch. I'm going to select this edge and activate the Offset Entities tool. Offset distance 1 millimeter. And click OK. Exit the sketch. Features tab, Extruded Boss Base. 7 millimeter blind extrusion. Tab to register, OK. Let's insert another sketch. We'll use the Circle tool now. We'll create circles for the bottom row of buttons. Right-click and select to close the tool. Now let's Shift-select all 3 circles and add an equal relation. We'll Smart Dimension them with a 6 millimeter diameter. OK. Let's exit the sketch. Back to the Features tab, Extruded Boss Base. I'm going to create a 6 millimeter blind extrusion. Let's actually make it 8 millimeters and click OK. Now let's insert one more sketch. Circle tool. We'll draw around the top row of buttons now. Third circle. Fourth circle and last circle. Right-click and select to close the tool. Let's Shift-select all 5 circles. And I'll add an equal relation. Now let's apply dimensions, 8 millimeter diameter. Exit the sketch. Extrude tool. 9 millimeter extrusion. OK. And let's add a 3 millimeter fillet now. Let's apply it to all the buttons. And last edge. Click OK. And let's exit part editing mode now. We need to rebuild. Let's right-click on our assembly, select Appearances. Let's change the color to light red. OK. Take an isometric view. And let's show the top housing. Now let's rename our part. Right-click, Rename Part. We'll call this Buttons. Click outside to register. And we'll save our part. Solidworks lets us know that this assembly contains unsaved virtual components which must be saved. Do we want to save them internally, inside the assembly, or externally and specify the paths? These are the new buttons. Let's save them externally. For the path, click Same as Assembly, and then click OK. And this concludes our lesson about creating the buttons for our handheld video game. We're almost done.